completing Fowler's Yard. So today we're going to focus on the resolution and the ending, because in Fowler's Yard the ending was just a sentence.
Very
So
short.
I don't think we need to spend a whole lesson on one sentence, really, do we?
No, I think we need to now get to the end of this tale of fear and obviously get our resolution, so our fix to the problem that we've got. And our character really is having a problem at the moment, so we do need to get Olive out of this sticky situation.
So she's not got a threat to her life anymore. So we identified the street lamps as being her safe spot. So she needs to get there, but I don't think that's what Olive's thinking.
No?
I think Olive wants to get somewhere safe.
Anywhere safe, really.
But didn't she identify that crumbling pillar?
Yes, so she could try and head there.
Okay. But then I think maybe actually we want to wrap our story up a little bit, don't we?
So we can't just keep her in this train sort of station and not get out and keep having problems. So maybe would she get diverted by something and have to go somewhere else?
Yeah, so maybe something happens. Maybe we can keep that bit hidden. Maybe we tell the reader what makes it change direction. But ultimately, our resolution, we need to get her out of that sticky situation.
So it's probably a fence at some sort now she's walked along, so maybe she's going to have to, she could climb the fence to get out.
Or there could be a hole, because we spoke about it being a rusty fence and it's old, so maybe other children like to go and play in there.
Oh yeah.
And there's a hole, so it might be a child-sized hole. But we'll come to that. I don't think we're quite ready yet, but it's nice to have an image in our head of a plan going where we're going with it.
Definitely. So again, do we want to start, obviously a new paragraph, do we want to start it maybe with a sentence opener?
Or an ly?
Yes, we could have an adverb, couldn't we? Do we just want one? Do we just want an ly then a...
No, I think we could use contrasting ideas.
Okay.
Because I think she's really wanting to dash. I think she really wants to go. She's quite scared, so she might be hesitating a bit. So she might be hesitantly,
Yeah.
but bravely.
Oh, that's good. Because actually, although she's scared about doing something, she's going to face her fear and get on and do it. So let's start there then.
Now we're starting a new paragraph. So we'll probably be better off using the proper noun instead of a pronoun originally.
Yeah. To introduce Olive.
Hesitantly and bravely, Olive made, past tense, not makes, made a dash towards the safe spot she had identified.
Oh yeah, so we said that was the crumbling pillar.
Oh, yeah. So she's heading, in our mind, she's heading towards the pillar. But then we spoke about the idea of diverting, so something stops her. Maybe it's at the last moment, so she's nearly at the pillar, but then she might see something. Something might catch her eye. Again, you can think about how you want to change yours. Okay, so what ly opener you're going to use, where are they going, what's their safe spot. Your character might not be going towards the pillar, because again, that's our idea. What's your idea? I really want to know that. So she identified, but at the last moment.
So I'm going to use but as a conjunction. I can have my comma. And again another comma.
At the last moment, she was diverted towards the adjective. Earlier we said rusty, so we kind of want the reader to think it's the same fence, similar where she came in, so she's back on her track to get home. So again, it's linking all our ideas together, not introducing brand new ideas right now.
So stick with rusty fence. And that's probably quite a long sentence, so I'm going to put a full stop there. We don't want to just keep adding extra conjunctions into it.
It's a really long sentence. But it works, so it's okay. I think it's by chance. I don't think she intended to spot a hole.
No, she didn't know this hole was there.
So by chance. Again, a nice sentence opener, not Olive spotted a hole. Okay. Some of you aren't thinking about your sentence openers. Really think about your ly openers, your ed openers. What else do they start with?
So you could have a simile.
I was thinking.
So I always think with my class we've got I space.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we've got in words,
Mm.
we've got a simile, we've got a preposition telling us where, we've got adverbs, we've got conjunctions, and we've got ed words.
So
Quite a lot of ours.
remember I space, okay? Really think about varying your sentence openers, otherwise it does get a bit boring. So by chance,
We don't say Olive again, so should we use the pronoun she?
yeah, I don't want to go spotted because earlier she spotted the crumbling pillar.
She saw, she
No.
noticed.
Notice, that's better. Okay, again, it's all about the choice of words, the choice of vocabulary we're going to use. So she noticed, I said about a child-sized hole. What about making it personal?
An olive-sized hole.
Yeah. And do we need to do something special with that?
We need to put a hyphen between it.
Okay, so your punctuation. So again, we're using a different range of punctuation than we've used already, making sure we can vary it.
Again, Olive, because it's still her name, needs a capital letter, however it's written.
I'm not ready to finish the sentence there.
Oh, I'm sorry. What would we like to add to that?
Well, I think she needs to squeeze through it.
Oh.
But I don't think she thinks about it. I think it's just a natural instinct.
Yeah. So without thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
without
without thinking.
and without
Because otherwise
thinking.
it's just listing a listing. And then we're going to use all punctuation and that wouldn't be good. And without thinking, squeezed through. We could add she squeezed through, but again, it doesn't flow quite right. So again, it's that important things. Are you rereading? I've had some where people have missed out some words, and actually, if you read it out loud, like you do in class, Kites, you're amazing at this. You always put your hand up and ask if you can read your work out loud to us. Go to your parents, read your work to them, and go, oh, I missed that word, because you do that in class all the time. Don't let you being at home stop you using all the great techniques you use to improve your writing in school. Stop there, okay? So, she noticed an olive-sized hole and without thinking squeezed through. Weather, important part.
Oh yeah, we've already said, obviously, we said the heavens opened earlier, so it rained really heavily.
But this is our resolution.
We want it to stop then, don't we? We want it to sort of turn into a nice environment for her to be able to feel safer in.
Now I'm picturing a bit like in a scary show or scary TV or film, that sometimes you've got that place, you know, when the rain just rains on you,
Yeah.
and then before you is a nice safe place, but there's the rain overhead.
Yeah, but I've even stood in one spot before and moved and it's been something different. So I think, yeah, before her then, so we can talk about what's in front of her.
Before her, the endless rain, because she thought it was going to go on forever, but it's actually stopping. It might actually be going her way, because Tale of Fear doesn't end badly.
And we want to say the things that she was scared of have sort of stopped chasing her at this point. We want them to back off.
And again, we haven't really revealed too much about what's chasing her. We know rats, and we know there's the carriage, but I think we can say about the empty words, like the shadows. Before
Yeah.
her, the endless rain stopped, and the shadows, and again, we want to let them know, the reader know, that the shadows were chasing her, okay? Now, I kind of think like a cat and a mouse and a tail, they were on her tail, so they were really close to catching her. So the endless rain stopped, and the shadows that were on her tails, and I kind of want to go into the atmosphere again, disappeared into the darkness.
Yeah.
And again, that makes the reader feel, oh, okay, she's safe. So, we're going to carry on our resolution, because our ending is going to be embedded in our resolution, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we're ready. Again, this is quite a long paragraph. I know it's only, well, 2 sentences, but, was it 3?
Three
sentences. But it's long enough. It's got enough description, it's got enough information for us to change topic. So, let's pace it on, because actually, if we keep going, it's going to be long and long and long. I think.
Need to jump forward some time frames. So where we've got other stories before, where it's been a time frame later, a realistic time, she probably doesn't live too far away from here if she walks there.
Yeah, exactly.
So a few minutes,
Yeah.
or minutes later.
Minutes later.
So I'm going to indent here just so I don't run out of space at the bottom of the board.
Now, in Fowler's yard, Omar tells his mum what happened, and she didn't believe him. I think we can take that idea and make it even better. Okay, so they told Mum. I don't think told. You would go, Mum, you'd be blurting it out.
Blurting. You just can't stop that, can you? When you've got something really exciting or scary or something that you just can't help but get off your chest to tell, it's definitely blurting out. So she was blurting.
Yeah, blurting out. Now I think, let's describe the experience she's had. Let's think about that type of experience. It was amazing.
No.
Could be unbelievable, incredible. It could be out of this world, this horrifying. So we need to think about how we're going to describe it. What do you think?
I think incredible.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. So blurting out this incredible experience. That's quite a long word. I might struggle to fit it in there.
Now, I think Olive's whole family is there. In our planning, we planned her whole family there.
Yeah.
And we planned for her mum
Yeah.
to kind of believe her. Not overly, but her dad, no.
No,
He
he's missing.
thinks she's crazy. He thinks she's had a dream, she might have knocked her head,
Made it all up.
made it all up, just trying to wind her sister up.
Her brother we had in this one. Sister was,
Oh.
yeah, a different one.
Okay.
So we've got minutes later, she was blurting out this incredible experience. So which character should we introduce first? The mother?
Yeah, because then we kind of get the feeling like, oh, okay, someone's starting to believe her. And we go, huh, no they don't.
So her mother, how's she going to react then?
Let's think about appearances. Like, if you were told something horrible.
I think it's gonna be in her facial expressions. So I think she's gonna look horrified.
Okay. Minutes later, she was blurting out this incredible experience. Her mother looked horrified at what she thought might have been, what might happen to her daughter. She's thinking about the worst case scenarios. If you talk to your parents and they think something bad's happened to you, they'll tell you that they worry so much. And I think Olive is just as caring as your parents. Her mum, sorry, is just as caring as your parents. And would be like, oh, my poor baby. But then, contrasting opinion.
So we want, however,
and again we said it was her dad.
so as we've been quite traditional with mother, should we go her father? What's he going to do then? Laughed? He might laugh at her, but what happens when you sometimes can't control that laughter? When something's quite a shock to you of the system, you snort, don't
Yeah,
you?
you might let a little snort go, oh!
So, however, her father snorted.
Yeah. I think we need to tie a hyphen here.
Ooh.
I think he's going to tell her she imagined it all. And I want to use a word. So you remember we spoke about how we magpied words in this story to use. I'm thinking of a word we got from Red Eye, and I loved it. And it was that midnight escapade. I love the word escapade. I want to use it.
I loved that one when we used that. It was new, it meant adventure, didn't it? Journey.
Telling her that she imagined the whole escapade.
Interestingly, we've used the word whole twice in this. Once in the first paragraph and once in the second paragraph. But they're spelled differently.
Have you made a mistake then?
No. So, they're homophones. So, they sound the same, but they've got different meanings. So, this one meaning that it's sort of a hole that she can go through, so some part of something's missing.
Okay.
However, this one means a whole as in I could have parts of something. Think of a whole pizza, I could eat the whole thing or I could eat part of it.
Oh, like
So
part
thinking
whole.
a
where we think the brother has maybe experienced something like this before. Maybe it's happened to him.
And I think he's going to be the one that really believes her.
Mm.
And I think he's going to have some sort of really scared reaction to it.
Now, we've spoken about that heart pounding, but we chose one back in Kites where the face just went white.
Yeah, it's like ghostly, isn't it? If you're scared of something, you might look ghostly, so actually white-faced. So,
And shocked.
and shocked. And again, that's my sentence opener. And I've got an ED opener, so for my eye space, I'm at the bottom of my eye space with the ED opener. So I've got my comma.
I think he's just going to stand there, you know, like the statue. Stood. But I think he might be gawping.
Oh, yeah.
So that when you gawp, you like, so your mouth open mouth.
Yeah.
White face is shocked. Her brother stood, open mouthed, and I think he's going to be like, trembling.
We said her brother, but maybe we could describe her brother. Do you think he's younger or older?
I think he's older.
Okay.
Because I think that's more effective.
Because he's actually going to be independent and has gone to see something.
Yeah.
So shall we go older then?
Yeah. Maybe, you know how we spoke about that hole in the fence and children might have been sneaking in? Maybe he was one of those children that snuck in. I wonder, it'd be really quite cool to write a prequel to this.
Ooh.
In the perspective of her brother.
That sounds good. So perhaps when they come onto their independent application next week, maybe that's where they could go with it.
What adventure did her brother go on? What did he see? Was it exactly the same as Olive? But we'll get on to that next week. So, white face and shocked, her older brother stood open-mouthed and trembling. He knew she had seen that beast.
Yeah.
Or the beast. I don't know. That or the. That makes it more specific, doesn't it?
She had seen.
Oh no, seen that. Seen the. I think that sounds.
Do you want to emphasise though with any capitalisation?
I think we should. Because that will emphasise the reader. Oh.
That and the beast. The beast that he is familiar with.
So now I think they're going to have to work as a team.
They're always going to be on the lookout, aren't they? They're going to. It's something that they're going to have to keep checking up on.
Always
to be
looking
aware
at their
of.
shoulder.
So they would always be on the lookout.
From now on, I think we need to exclaim that.
Oh, you said exclaim.
I do, because again, we've got arranged punctuation here. We've now got full stops, commas, hyphens, exclamation marks, dashes. Goodness me.
It's full of it, isn't it? And we finished it. So where we've now got our ending is only really the last couple of sentences. But actually, we've now got a whole detailed resolution as well, where our main character is now safe. So we have met the objective that we're trying to write.
Exactly. So, your turn. You are going to write your resolution and ending for your characters. And then I want you to put your whole story together. Go and find someone in your house to read your story to. Does it make sense? Does it flow? How amazing is it? It'd be lovely if you have the time to type it up maybe.
Oh, yeah. And actually, you might have done it on different pieces of paper over the week as well. And actually, to really celebrate a story, you need it all in one piece. So maybe, like when we do in our writing sometimes, if it's a best piece, we publish it. So you might even want to publish it. Maybe you've got a special pen at home that you want to write out, or typing it, whatever's going to be best for you.
Whatever. Just have a go, try your best, and
Make us scared.
or make us feel relieved.
Make us feel relieved.
It's a
Make us
resolution.
scared from the whole tale of fear, though.
Yeah.
So where we have felt scared, ease that fear. But actually, that description is really key.
So, have a go, have fun, our next writing lesson.
Don't forget to send them in though so we can celebrate them.